Hello and welcome back to another episode of Karma. Here with Kelly Caliber, full patched member of Reaper's Poison Motorcycle Club. Things are definitely interesting as you've been watching in the videos recently, so I hope you're enjoying it. And right now I'm just going to kind of meet up with a couple other members of the club and give some information and stuff. So anyway, glad you're here and let's get to it. Need to make sure my metal is not running. And it's not, yay. What's up?
What's up? How you doing, sweet?
Doing. Yesterday was interesting.
At which part?
Well, I should say since my patching was it's been pretty fucking interesting.
Oh dear.
Because after we got back from doing all that rummaging around and shit, checking our properties and all that, and we came back and that motherfucker was here with the lost cut on. Shit has been super sus.
Oh dear. What? Keep an eye. I can't say too much, but all I can say, and will say for
Audrey?
is keep an eye on Audrey.
Got it.
Unless you've spoken to her.
Yeah, I talked to her last night.
No. So you know the issue.
Yep. And it's stupid because it's all coming from that stupid ass bitch Phoenix, so. Who I almost fucking murked last night, the Yellow Jack.
I mean, for free, but yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, I kicked her out of her own fucking place, so.
No, even better.
Bitches want to get puffy. That's all I can say.
I mean, they have got bigger chests than men.
Mm-hmm. Yo, what up, Jimmy?
Lady?
What's up?
Lady?
Lady?
Thank you, male.
There it is. But yeah, according to them, until they've taken it to their higher ups or whatever, she's safe. I guess, for lack of a better
She's gonna
term.
be safe regardless because I'll fucking put every goddamn member of their goddamn cabinet down if they want to fuck around and find out. I'm so sick of this shit. They want to fucking come after her and they want to make an example out of me.
I can see us having a bit of a war.
Well, the thing is, they are so fucking stupid and they're such little baby-faced bitches, right? Like, they won't even punish their own for breaking bylaws, right? Which is why I'm with you, mind you. That's why I'm here as a Reaper. But yet they're going to hold such clarity over things that really don't matter.
I mean, to be fair, right? If someone, I mean, Hutch, for example. Okay, he's still got a cut. Zero Yonin according to the Lost Art after Hutch. So I might just let them handle that. And either ask Zero Yonin for the cutback if they can get it. I need to meet with Morgan today anyway. To see about a few things. So, but yeah, she's after the after Hutch. We're obviously after Hutch. And most of
Anybody seen his ass?
No, that's the thing. The Lost said they haven't seen him for a little while either.
Yeah, fair.
So, the Lost basically said, well, it's going to be a case of first come, first serve. Either we get to him or DY get to him. Because he's only a hang-around, they don't give a shit what we do or how we go about doing it, as long as it's not.
Talking about Hutch again?
Yeah, as long as it's not on their turf. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. They said if they can get the cut back, then they'll let us know. and we can go get it. They're not going to come and deliver it to us. It's just like, okay, whatever. I don't really particularly care about that. I can come get it by all means. Don't bother me in any way, shape, or form.
Sure.
But yeah, it's whoever gets to him first.
All right. What up, Audrey?
Sup?
Hey,
Kind of
Audrey.
filling these mails.
Excuse me. Hey, he called you the female, not me.
No, you call me a lady.
Oh, lady, same thing.
But
he
filling
said
them
it
in
all.
on a little bit of the shit from yesterday. So Audrey, that night that I got my fucking 3-piece, right? Like, we came back here after the property checks. There was that lost guy that was here with the letter. Letter basically said that the founding fathers, I guess, of Lost Motorcycle Club have deemed that I know too much information relative to the Lost Motorcycle Club, and there was an order for me to be put down, to which Winter stepped up in my stead to take the bullet for me. So we were, myself, Audrey, and Chaz from the Lost, were all out fucking riding all over the fucking place, trying to find clues, trying to track cell phone, all sorts of shit. We found a cell phone in Roxwood, over next to that little figure 8 dirt track.
Oh, yeah.
There was a triangulation hit or some shit about the location of the mountain over there. So we scaled up the fucking mountain. We found his fucking motorcycle up there with blood that was leading to the fucking southwest. So we followed that down back down toward like the little marijuana grow area that's tucked in back there. And then we got another hit that there was some kind of, they were somewhere on the other side of the island. So we headed over there. So we were busting our ass trying to find the motherfucker, right? Like looking around the entire cave network, you name it. So, afterward, we came across Scout, down sitting in a lawn chair down at the end of the pier at Catfish, right?
Right.
So we had a conversation with him. He alluded that he didn't know anything and then said a lot of shit that he said he didn't know, which was interesting. So we left it at that. And then I met up with Audrey last night. She was over at the lighthouse out there. She had told me that she thought she saw Winter's bike down there, that she had seen three motorcycles parked. And so we went down there, and it was Harley or Phoenix and Scout having a conversation, and a tugboat was over there docked up to the pier. So we had a conversation about that for a little bit, then we left. Then we noticed that those two motorcycles had left down the road, staggered, a few minutes apart. So Audrey and I went back down there and looked around, and that's when we found Chaz. Chaz had been watching them, ironically, from a distance for a little while. The culmination here is that they were trying to get a hold of Scout and Phoenix. And apparently Phoenix had told Chaz that she was at home when he was looking at her through binoculars, standing down there with fucking Scout. So basically she told him that she was at the Yellow Jack. So I'm like, well, let's fucking go. So Audrey and I got on our bikes. We headed out there. Chaz ended up coming behind us in his pickup, and we pulled in, and he confronted her. It got kind of pissy about lying and shit. He stepped out, and then we kind of had a conversation with her and started asking her a lot of questions about this, that, and the other, and relevance to Winter. And I kept asking her at least 4 different times throughout this conversation that why is she in here fucking sucking down a fucking bottle of alcohol instead of out there looking for the founder? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, your founder's missing. You knowingly understand that concept, and yet you were doing nothing about it. Like, what the fuck?
So in other words, and she pretty much doesn't really actually give a shit either way.
She wouldn't answer it. Every single time she would deflect it. And then she'd fucking play the victim or try to spin it around as somebody else's fucking problem or call into question other people. Then she started talking shit about me and how I betrayed the club and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, you should change your kid's name because for whatever fucking reason she named her kid after me, right? She's like, no, she's named after the old Karma, not this new one. And I'm like, oh, I'm a new one now. That's cute. Okay, whatever. So I told her, I'm like, if I find out in any way, shape, or form that you have any involvement with what the fuck is going on with Winter, or he's dead and you did fucking nothing. I said, I'm gonna fucking gut you.
I would like to be there for that.
Then she started calling into question my. Then she started to call into question mine and Winter's relationship. And if you don't know, I'll tell you. Back in the olden days in this fucking state, I started Caliber Motorcycle Club, and that motherfucker, Winter, was my goddamn sergeant at arms. Him and I go way fucking back, predates most of the motherfucking people here. And I said if she wanted to bring that up one more time, I was gonna fucking kill her. She shut her mouth like a good little fucking snitch, and yeah, and I told her to get the fuck on.
I like the fact that he managed to kick her out of their own bar.
That was the
But then
fun.
again, do they actually fucking own that shit?
She had the
Or is it
audacity
mutual? I
to
thought it
make
was mutual
mention
ground.
that she's
It's
carrying the
protected
club on her
under
back.
them.
Yeah, it is.
They don't own it. It's protected.
Yeah, I got you. Same as what
Sorry,
we have
an
with the
enforcer
Moped.
said they were carrying the entire club.
Yeah, Harley,
Yeah.
Phoenix did. And we're just like, what? Huh, okay.
I'm like, no, the fuck you don't, you dumb bitch.
Think you have a false
mean-
sense of yourself. Maybe go look in the mirror, realize how fucking stupid and skanky you is, and shut your fucking whore trap. Or actually, go fuck another dick, have another kid, and find something better to do with your life. Is what I really thought.
There it is. You okay there, bud?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You choking on something or what?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Not one of your Amazon fucking sex toys?
Listen, bitch.
Go ahead. You
Talking
thinking about
fighting
fucking...
people, you're next.
You thinking about Dan and Dennis again?
Wait, again?
Hey, enforcers gotta have thicker skin than that. Get over here.
That's a yes then.
I know, they haven't called me back.
Wow, I bet Crystal hasn't called you back either, huh?
I haven't texted Crystal yet.
All right, so regarding the guns.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, I let you two sort that out
So-
between you two.
Everything was going fine until they started getting some anomalies on their scope when they were trying to come into San Andreas. That turned out to be a coastal cutter, so Coast Guard cutter. No helicopter, anything like that. And they were literally just on the cusp of radar range when it was detected. So they actually turned and are taking a wide slip around to avoid detection and trying to figure some shit out on where they can, safely come into port here. So best case scenario, a week. Might be here a little bit sooner if they see the opportunity. I'll know as soon as they do.
Not an issue. You're gonna love this.
Hmm?
The Lost came around the other day looking for weapons and parts.
Yeah, well, they can
They
go
keep
fuck
going
themselves.
this way, that's not gonna fucking happen.
I wouldn't even sell it to them.
And that means they're gonna have to come from the east side.
Well, the thing is, they're after 10 suppressors, 10 Uzis, and 10 magazines. So, I mean,
Crazy.
the thing is, it makes me laugh how they say they do all that kind of shit, but yet they end up down here. That's what Ghost was down here the other day for. When the other Lost member was here, that you two were speaking to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was Ghost that came down and asked us about it. It's just like, we don't have it in stock. Which at this moment in time we don't until your shipment comes in.
All right. I'm sorry it's delayed, but these guys
Nah,
don't fucking.
nah,
you're
They
good.
take all
I mean,
precautions.
They're
So
not gonna get anything anyway at this point. If we keep fucking with us.
I mean, Lost can go down another route. They can go and speak to street gangs or some shit.
oh, this fucking Phoenix bitch mentions like how many leadership changes have you guys had in the Reapers? I'm like, at least we have leadership. What the fuck is yours at? Like for how long now? Like shut your fucking stupid mouth, you dumbass fucking little cunt.
I mean, the thing is with Fremont, it was a case of. I mean, I was kind of here for that. I was a member at the time. It was a case of leave on your own accord, or there would be a mutiny. So it'd be a case of leave on your own accord, or we're going to make you leave.
Yeah, I shot a Reaper in the face.
Yeah.
Who?
I did.
Oh,
We had the fuck was her name?
I'm assuming before you joined.
Yeah, yes, this was
I
back
would
when we
hope so.
were at issues with each other. I don't know who the fuck. I think she was the secretary or some shit, but she was on her knees and we're at the lumber mill and there was us and some
I
Vago
remember.
representation there and she gave her cut up, right? And then I told her to fucking, some of the guys wanted to see her pretty face and I told her to take off her fucking mask and she didn't, so I fucking warned her with my fucking 50 cal to her fucking forehead. She still didn't, and so she got cocky, and so she took a bullet. And I wish she would have had more hesitation to relinquish her cut than her own fucking like bandana. That would have been solid, but apparently not.
I think her name was like B or something.
Something.
Never heard of
Something
it.
like that.
She's cute,
That
but she's
before
dumb.
The other leadership.
See, here's one of the big
Before my
differences
time.
between us and the Lost that I've heard that you were just talking about. You said their founder went missing.
Yeah,
They're
winner.
not looking
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Josie went missing, everybody would be on their fucking bikes riding around this goddamn state looking for her.
I mean, any of our
Yeah.
founders went missing, we would all be doing it.
See, this is a culmination of problems, though, because Winter was taken by somebody with Viper ties, like, probably close to a year ago now, and nobody gave a fuck then either. Like, the sergeant still absent, right? Like, didn't put in any effort to do anything. Chaps didn't do anything. You know, only a handful of motherfuckers were even around to even try to put forth effort to try to find him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just wild to me.
The Vipers tried to help find him too, which was cool.
Yeah, they were there to administer an antidote, too. Remember that. I think his name was Justin, if I remember correctly. Just a crazy world, man. People want to, you know, people have some negativity that they're wanting to throw my way, which, you know, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But one thing that does kind of ruffle me up a little bit, and I'll have to sort this out. Trouble, he was my prospect. I was his sponsor, brought him up through the club. He's done very successful. I've given him plethora of advice about this, that, and the other. He's listened to it for the most part. He's always told me how he was grateful. He's always told me how he respects me. Doesn't matter what cut I wear. Doesn't matter which way I go in life, what path I take. He'll always have my back. And then I hear yesterday from Chaz that he's talking about, or has told other people, to just put a bullet in myself and Audrey here.
Well, you see, yeah, if they're gonna start having issues with people that came over here the proper way, because I mean,
I didn't come over here the
seen
proper way.
Well, I don't care how you
Well,
left.
the thing that bugs me is, for argument's sake, the way that you told us you left, and the way that Audrey told us that she left, and the way that the Lost is saying that you both left, it's just like, well, why have an issue with Audrey and not you as well? What's,
I think they're
you know what I
scared
mean?
of karma.
Yeah, but
I
the
mean,
difference
technically
is
they
I
should
have
be. Go ahead.
evidence of my stuff.
So go.
So the difference is I have evidence of how I left.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it.
I have evidence too. I handed it to the motherfucker who lied to my face and walked
Yeah.
away and gave them
No, I'm not
gave them
understanding it.
caution. I had a conversation with Winter on a mountain. I know how that can tend to go with Winter and Trouble after that was already done. And, you know, and I gave him my promise that I would take some time to think it over, and him and I would reconnect, and I would let him know where I'm at. All the while watching the club do nothing to the person to which I handed my cut in for, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then nobody, like Winter wasn't around to have a chat, so I made my own decision, which I'm gonna do.
No, don't blame me.
Can't blame me.
I'm guessing he can't see. How the fuck? Did
Yeah.
you see?
He's just camped out up front there, and then there's one across the highway over there.
That doesn't surprise me.
So we doing
Um,
something, or
Well, we got to do pocket checks, but I've only gone as far as Sandy. So I don't see the point in 823 or whatever it is, because according to fucking Fremont, that's supposed to be Vagos. So,
Sandy sounds
Yeah.
good. Check on the
So-
motel, go get a beer.
Yep, sounds like a good plan. I'm so tempted to go out that entrance as well, just to fucking piss that idiot off.
You ready, Karma?
What up? Yo, what up, Trouble?
Oh, you know, same shit, different day.
Yeah, I could not fucking agree more. You talked to
actually
fucking
coming.
Phoenix?
I haven't yet.
Have fun with that stupid little cunt. She
Yeah,
pulls the
well.
shit that she did yesterday, you're gonna be short an enforcer. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I gathered.
Al, don't do anything stupid, because I don't want to have to fucking come after you.
I'm contemplating kicking your fucking ass as well.
Yeah, well.
Jesus.
What's this shit I hear about you fucking telling people to just shoot Audrey and I because you're tired of hearing about this, that, and the other?
Since when did I say just shoot Audrey?
No, shoot, like put a bullet in our heads, referring to her and I.
Yeah? When did I say that?
I don't know the date and time to which you mentioned that. Did you say that?
No, I didn't.
Then why is your club making that a fact?
What was that?
I said, then why is your club saying it?
Good fucking question. I'd like to know why people are, running their fucking mouths too.
Same. As would I, man.
Because you know what it comes down to? Like, and I'll be honest with you, Kelly, or Karma, whatever you want to be called today.
Bitch
I was
works.
gonna say we should talk as Samuel and Kelly, but
Is
I'll
what
be
it is.
honest with you. Like, I'm getting word on the street that Winter's given himself up to protect your ass.
That's exactly what I was given, a fucking letter from some dude here at the fucking Reaper's compound a few days ago, and that's when fucking Audrey, myself, and Chaz went on a fucking mad goose chase to try to figure out what the fuck is going on and why. Found his phone and all that shit.
And I have an enforcer that won't tell me the fucking story.
I mean,
Who?
Yeah,
Chaz?
but then me saying huh back was, him saying huh back to me.
This
So,
stays between you and I.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. Whatever we
is there
talk
anything
about
really
stays
really,
between
really
you and
wrong
I.
with my pets?
I'm good with that.
Seriously?
I did say that I would rather put a bullet in you
Yeah, I mean,
than in Winter.
that's for when I need to,
No
like,
offense.
take
I
care of
don't
her.
want him to take recompense for me, but he's not giving me that fucking option. We found his motorcycle on the top of the mountain in Roxwood with a fucking blood trail. We followed that down. We followed every fucking clue we could fucking find. And we were not able to locate him.
And I didn't say to just go fucking put a
Audrey-
bullet in you, but I said that I
Yes.
wouldn't want him to
Sketch
pay.
said he
yeah,
wants your pants.
basically the same
No, I
thing.
said trainers.
Like,
you
I wouldn't
fucking
want
idiot.
him to pay for your fuck ups.
Sneakers,
I don't either,
whatever.
to be honest with you. You know me.
I mean,
I'm gonna say, don't
we're
make me
both
feed
very
you to
much
Joshua.
about paying our dues
Wow.
ourselves. Whatever
Goddamn
the case
right.
may be.
Indeed. But then again, this wasn't something that was orchestrated from your all's fucking table. This is some, like, founding representation of your fucking club in mystical fucking La La Land, Coochieville shit. So, I don't know where the fuck it's coming from. None of this shit makes sense. Like, if they're gonna go and kill Winter as a way to give me clemency over something that I was not awarded the ability to hear with my own fucking ears, then I don't know why it's become a game. I don't understand why it's become a spectacle. And to be honest with you, it's kind of fucking pissing me off. But
Yeah.
you got a bunch of people in your club that are saying that they don't know stuff that do know something. And I don't know what the fucking current capacity with Lost MC and Catfish, like little pier down there at the end of Catfish. I don't know why that's become like a summoning point for secret conversations for your club members and this, that, and the other, but something is very suspicious with your crew, man.
Yeah, well, I guess that's kind of one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about.
Fair enough. Name the place, I'll be there.
Wherever you're available.
I can be available now.
You guys want
Okay.
to go do property
Well,
checks?
right now, I'm down in the city, so
Sure. That's gonna be alright.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to
Rex's?
go come with us, that's
Kind
fine.
of a midway point.
Rex's will work. Yep, I'm up here in Plato now. I'll get heading that way.
Perfect.
Oh,
I'll
Uh,
meet you at Rex's.
you got people, or are you coming alone?
Nah, I just want this to be you and I.
Okay, I might have Audrey with me just because, you know, I guess Phoenix has told her and our crew that she's not permitted on any lost property and this, that, and the other. And my vested interest is making sure the prospect here named Audrey is fucking good. So
She's been
Oh.
excommunicated.
she's
You,
been
I
excommunicated,
mean,
according to her.
Phoenix does have that right to make that call,
Okay.
She's not allowed on.
according to our rules.
She's not allowed on properties.
has
Nor
made
is
the
she
call
allowed to
to,
speak to the members.
Make it so she's not welcome on the property, and she made it.
Funny thing is, I
Okay,
done
fair
it myself
enough.
in front of
As
Phoenix
far as
yesterday, and she didn't do a
excommunicated,
damn thing about it.
I don't foresee that being. the
She's not allowed right
case.
now.
Yep.
That's not something that she can just fucking make a call on. She can
All right.
ban her from clubhouses.
Problem
She
with
can ban her
Audrey
from
would be
property.
coming.
That's it.
Nothing about us.
Well, out of courtesy, because if you're coming alone, I'll come alone.
No,
We're
it's up to
best
you.
stick
I
that.
mean, if you want to bring Audrey,
stick
you
to that.
can, but I
We'll
want to
let
have a
them
conversation.
handle
with
their
you
shit.
tonight.
Yep, no problem. I'll meet you at Rex's here in a little bit. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Ride
We
well.
got
Bye bye.
phones if we need it.
We'll be in the Sandy Shores area.
He wants to chat with me by myself, so I'll be at Rex's unless you guys have an issue with that.
No, we'll be in the area.
We'll be at the motel anyway, so
Okay.
any issues, just
Maybe the
give us a
Yellow
ring
Jack.
or a text.
Will do. Got
Yeah.
it. Shouldn't
So
take too
we'll
long.
be floating between the two.
I think it'll be a civil chat. So.
No worries.
No,
Be around the
and
corner.
what Chaz
Just,
had
send me a
stated,
911.
Audrey, regarding putting a bullet in our heads, right, was
Mhm.
basically put a bullet in my head because I deserve my own recompense and winners shouldn't be taking it for me, which I completely agree with. It's the context of what he meant.
No.
All right, well, this ought to be
I'll
fun.
Be up, you want me at? I'll be at the hill just in case,
You be wherever these boys tell you to be.
or wherever. I don't care.
Well, we're gonna go Sandy Motel, check that place, and then probably go to Yellow Jack for a beer. So,
I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. So if not, I know how to handle myself, and I'll let you know.
all right, no worries.
If
Alright.
anything happens.
Yep, catch you on a
If there's
bit.
more than just him, let us know.
Hey, I'm going to class, drama class.
No, there it is.
If there's more than just him, let us know.
Yep. Oh man, this key
We can ride to
wiggles.
Sandy together, though.
What the fuck?
Check your hands.
Is my hand good?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, mine still work at massaging clits.
I have no words for that one.
Good.
The fuck?
In a total
Alright.
fuck?
You know,
This is why they, yeah, never mind.
Big speed flipped on us.
Yep, imagine.
keep speed turning around.
Speak to the limits and we'll be fine. Sorry. not following us.
All right, I'll keep you guys posted.
All right.
Yep.
Dude, what is traffic doing here? Holy shit. You what up, man?
Oh, you know, same kid, different
Same
day.
fucking day, same fucking shit.
Yep, pretty much. I had a nice little conversation with Scout last night.
Yeah?
Told him that the absence of our leaders is doing our fucking club no justice. Straight up told him I'm going to be calling their asses out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I asked them point blank yesterday, like, why are they standing around having a conversation about everything else, right? Instead of being out there looking for fucking winter. Like, I don't get it. And then afterward,
I have no clue where nobody's told me where to start to look for winter, where to begin to look for fucking winter. Like, all I know is, and the very little bit that I got, and that's kind of why I'm coming to you, is because, like, I figured if anybody knew, you did. Because
well,
all I have gotten is that supposedly winter is going to pay some recompense for you.
yeah. Well, let me just read some text to you.
I have no clue where to begin. I didn't know anything about a hill or anything like the stuff that you gave. I didn't know any of that shit.
So a month ago, I wrote him. I said, hey, hanging with the Reapers, FYI, I'm done waiting. Call me when you are around. Wanted you to know this via text so you don't magically hear about it from the gossip group. Hope you're well. 5 days ago, he writes me back, finally. He's like, I've been sick. I was in a founders gathering in Texas and fell out. And all I know is I woke up in a hospital in Norway. I don't know how that plays into it. And then he's like, I don't think someone knowing my deepest and darkest secrets or this club's would just walk away without a conversation. He's like, you left me last time without a convo, left me here rotting with a ton of heat that I took the fucking fall for and never ratted you. Now I need you, and you leave again for shit that's out of my hands. He goes on to say, "There's nothing in the world I wouldn't do for you, but I'm really starting to think I've really had my eyes open now that I know I was being poisoned, and I know their name. I've always been there. I've always been here for you and tried to do my best when you came to the state. I made damn sure you had somewhere to come and some cash in your pocket," which is not fucking true because I have my own financial wealth, or a way to make some. You and blue hair Trinity, I made sure that when the Reapers ran their mouth to you and ratted you and got our people into trouble, I made sure that was taken care of. When the Russian motherfucker came around, I chased that bitch all over getting info on her. Now, and he goes on to say, even though it was dead ends, even now, I don't know. Even though I think he meant to say it was dead ends, now I need you more than ever, and you go join another social club. He's like, what the fuck? What happened to Ride or Fucking Die? And then he said KMC, which is not the club he was in. It was CMC. Caliber's not with a K. And he's like, anyway, face to face one last time, and then you won't hear from me no more. Ride hard, ride straight. Never take your bell for granted. So I wrote him back, like, the next day when I saw it, right? I'm like, hey, while I feel some points are valid, some are most definitely not. I've bled for your people only to be lied to and violated by your club's laws and inability to hold people accountable to them. This is not a stab at you, bro, but you and I run far above what patch we carry on our back. If this is a problem and you'd like to speak face to face, I totally honor that, and I've been waiting damn near 3 months for it to happen. Name where, and I will show. And then he responded back that same day with, there's some very valid points. If this is the last time you hear from, just know I tried. I tried to protect you the best I could because of, quote unquote, and my hands being tied, which you fucking know that. He says, and you keep throwing it in my face, but with how much you know and you just walked away, I, for the last time to you, protect you, have put my name in your slot. And I'm like, and then I said, want to face-to-face this chat? And then he responded, meaning the founder roundtable will be putting me on notice. They want me to kill you, and I don't want. So I will be enduring your punishment. I hope you have the greatest life ever. I hope you have the protection you need. I hope you always do well. Goodbye, my friend. And I said, no. Meet with me if you are back in SA. And then I wrote him again. And this is meanwhile trying to call his ass, right? And then I write him back in all caps. I'm like, message me back. This is not the way. And I have not heard from him yet. So we were fucking pinging his phone with your Lost 360 shit. I got Morgan involved in trying to track his ass down. That's how we found his fucking phone smashed up in the parking lot where Reapers and Lost had that conversation on that dirt track. Just laying in the middle of the fucking dirt, dude. Smashed to shit.
Out there, Polito. Wow.
Yeah, and then we get a fucking tip that he was last tracked up on the top of that fucking mountain out in Roxwood. So the three of us, me, Audrey, and Chaz, we climb that motherfucker. We find his motorcycle at the top of it, just sitting there, off, stood up, kickstand, with blood on the ground, heading downward to the southwest. We follow that all the way down. We don't find anything. We get another fucking tip from Morgan or whatever, that there's additional movement or whatever just on the other side of the mountain, to the northwest. We go search all over there. We're searching the fucking storm drains, the little rock formations, the little indents in the ground, through the bushes, you name it, nothing. Even the little farmhouse that sits across the street, nothing. And in the meantime, Chaz, I guess, is trying to get a hold of Scout and shit. So he turned his phone on to answer a call from, I think it was Audrey or Chaz, one or the other. So they were able to track him down the catfish.
Real fucking issue that I have. Where the fuck is our sergeant at arms?
I mean, that's a stupid question. Let's be real.
I mean, I know, but where the fuck is our sergeant at arms?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was out of town for a couple days. I'm going to be out of town again next week. I won't be around for another week. Like, Life happens. I've got shit to do. But there are plenty of us that could be handling this shit.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I'm asking them last night because Audrey thought she saw Winter's motorcycle down there, right? So I call and I meet up with her over at the lighthouse, and she's telling me all this shit, and I'm like, well, let's just fucking go down there. She told me that Scout and Phoenix were there, and so we go down there. There's 2 motorcycles, no third, and we're talking to them. I'm like, why are you guys like down here just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you not out looking for Winter? And it's excuses, right? And yeah, and then we meet up Harley. Oh, the funny thing is that we, Audrey and I left after we chatted with Scout and Phoenix for a little bit. We go back to the lighthouse, you know, a few minutes go by and they leave. We see 2 bikes leave, kind of staggered by a couple minutes each. And we go back down there, we get on the tugboat and start looking around, nothing, right? And then we're just kind of looking around the property down there by the Catfish little port, yeah? And I hear a little bit of rustling, and it's fucking Chaz hiding on the other side of the fence in the bush. And we're like, what the fuck are you doing here? He's like, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Because he had been up on the hill watching them be down there and not be able to be reached. You know what I mean? And then apparently Harley is fucking lying to Chaz, because he finally got a hold of her or whatever, and she said that she was at home when he's standing up there watching her down there. You know what I mean?
I'll call her ass out on that one.
So so Audrey and I, we go to the fucking Yellow Jack, and then come to find out Chaz is behind us in his truck. So we all get there at the same time. And he walks in, we walk in, and then you know, he kind of confronts her, and we're just like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And then she is just so like, I mean, I've dealt with some dumb bitches in my time, Trouble, but this bitch has a chip on her shoulder that's gonna get rocked.
I've got a lot of fucking chips on my shoulder, too.
And I'm asking her because she's just drinking straight out of the bottle, right? She's hitting the hard A, like, yeah, playing pool by herself, just whatever. And I asked her at least 4 separate times in this conversation why she is not out looking for Winter. And then she would deflect every single time and turn it into an excuse or point the blame towards other people outside of her own. And I told her, and I'm just going to be real with you, I'm like, if fucking Winter dies and you have done fucking nothing to help prevent it, I said, I'll fucking slit your throat and I'll drain your fucking blood into a bowl and I'll pour it all over your president.
I would like to see the Lost reset. And I'm at the point where if I have to give up my life to fucking make it happen, I will.
I mean, what does that even mean, Trouble?
If I have to go in and fucking take out every single person ahead of me and pay the recompense for it, so fucking be it.
You know, I was thinking of you yesterday when I was talking with her to kind of gauge my response towards her from the shit she was spewing. I mean, I wasn't nice. I'll be honest, but I'm just keeping shit. I'm going to keep shit honest. You know what I mean? Like how I feel. I'm going to fucking tell you. You know this. And she just had a lot of poison to throw at me, man. Like, I betrayed the club. You know, it's not about the club betraying me. It's about me betraying the club. And if I need to be that fucking scapegoat for people's logic to kick in, then I don't have a problem with that. But I'm not going to be talked down to by this dumb little cunt about who the fuck I am. So I exercised some great restraint last night. You would have been proud.
Oh, I probably wouldn't have. Just being honest with you.
Oh, and Scout was talking shit about you last night, about how you shot a man for calling you a bitch or something like that. And
what would you have done in that situation?
I don't know. Everyone's quick to judge, and
I had a fucking gun out, pointing it at him, fucking around, actually. And he took it all fucking personal and then started calling me names and then ultimately called me a fucking bitch. And I said, bitch, huh? You're going to fucking find out how much of a bitch I am. And I pulled the fucking trigger.
But this is the kind of shit that, like, people have these conversations behind with other clubs, you know what I mean? To try to make you look weak or insignificant or not well-rounded. That needs to stop. There is no reason I should have heard that information from an enforcer in your club as a patched member of mine.
I would agree, and we don't need to be fucking talking about our personal things with other fucking clubs. So, yeah, that's gonna be a fucking conversation that I have with.
Oh, and I kicked her ass out of the Yellow Jack yesterday just because she needed to shut her fucking mouth and leave. Just so you're aware. I'm sure you're all about it. Chaz was there, and he just stood in the back. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure she's gonna have a pity party with that as well.
Yeah, she's probably gonna be all butthurt, and you know why are the Reapers kicking us out of our property, etc.
No, it was just.
I bet you that's what it comes.
Oh, I'm sure, and it was just to get her to shut her fucking mouth and go do something better with her time, like look for her founder.
Yeah. Scout mentioned to me last night that you, him, Audrey, and somebody else were out on a pier somewhere having a conversation.
Chaz was there as well. That's the night that, you know, Chaz was watching them, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And yeah, Scout was just that was the night before, excuse me. That's when we were out looking for Winter. And we found Scout's location because he finally turned his fucking phone on and it could be tracked. So Audrey was concerned about him, so we went down there. And he was sat on the end of the pier in a lawn chair, holding a revolver and just looking out at the ocean.
Scout was.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Something's fishy with him and Phoenix regarding this Winter situation. I'm fucking telling you.
Well, here's the issue is he wouldn't tell me what the conversation was about out at the pier with you and Chaz and Audrey. He's keeping secrets. And right now we need to not be keeping secrets. We need to be fucking telling everything we know at every fucking point.
All I care about is finding Winter. That's literally it.
Exactly.
That motherfucker's, he's my family, he's my brother. And I would die for him regardless what I wear, whatever colors are on me.
So I'm probably going to go up to the Roxwood Forest and see if I can find anything.
Dude, we scoured all of that, even the tunnels to every end.
Did you go into the Roxwood tunnels?
Uh-huh, every corridor, every path, every place, everything.
Okay. You said the blood trail was leading down the hill towards the east?
Yeah, to like the southwest.
Oh, southwest.
Yeah, there's like that little like buildings down there with the little marijuana grow area. And we scoured all around there. We scoured all the way around the northwestern side of the island, or the southwestern side of the island. Yeah, like everything, dude. Northwestern side, southwestern side, over around the track where we found this phone. Everything over in that general vicinity, you name it.
And anybody go out to the boats out there on the marina?
I think we drove through it. I even went up to like where we talked after I handed my cut in. You know, you were there. We went and scoured all of that area as well.
All right. Well,
everything went cold, man. I don't know where to go.
Well, you've given me more information than I've gotten out of any of our fucking members, which is ridiculous.
Well, how would they know? They're either hiding it or they just don't care. And I think that Scout and Phoenix in some way are hiding something.
Scout told me last night he had been with Winter every night for the last like 3 fucking nights.
Then he lied to my face. And he lied to Chaz as well.
Or he lied to me.
Or he lied to you because he told me the last 2 times I've spoken to him that he hasn't seen him in weeks. And that he has no fucking clue where he's at. So if he told you that and he's being real, he lied to my fucking face about finding Winter.
Well, I'll just ask him straight out. So who are you lying to? Are you lying to me? Or are you lying to Karma? Are you lying to Chaz?
Lying to his
Which one
wife.
are you lying to?
Because Audrey heard all that shit too.
Because he told me that he had been with Winter every night for the last 3 or 4 or 5 nights or whatever it was.
If that's the case, so this is what I don't understand. Like,
and I was pointing out the fact that I never see, our fucking leadership.
Well,
And he's like, what do you mean you never see our leadership? I was just with Winter. And I'm like, I don't really fucking care about Winter, to be honest with you. Like, I care about him, don't get me wrong. But when we have a president that's MIA, when we have a sergeant at arms that's MIA, that's what I fucking care about.
Dude, if he's missing, if he's missing, like he said in the letter, like the letter implied, right? Like, what's with the goose chase? Why was his motorcycle on the top of a fucking mountain with blood? Right? Like, if they're gonna kill him, just kill him. Why the spectacle? Why the game? Why the play? I don't get. And if Scout's right, then he is complicit in doing one hell of a fucking lie.
I'll call him out on it. I'll get the fucking truth.
Bro, I'll kill him. I will kill him for doing this shit. And they have been hanging out a fucking lot. Last 2 times I've seen Scout, he's been down there at Catfish at the end.
Well, it'll be interesting to find out what exactly is going on down there at Catfish View.
Yeah.
Just making some notes right now, so give me just a second.
No, you're good.
I just want to make sure I get all this information written down.
Y'all good, bruh.
Helps as I get older, trying to remember this shit. All right. Like I said, just wanted to get some notes written down there.
Okay, I get it. Trust me, I get it.
I mean, it's just a situation where, like, I don't want to replay everything, but if I have to, I will,
Mhm.
Like, I would rather move forward than try to, retrace steps again,
Yeah,
But if it went
Chaz
cold, like, exactly how did it go cold?
Chaz has been doing good. Like, he's genuinely concerned about finding Winter, and getting to the bottom of the shit as well. But I guess it's going to be really difficult when his own club is playing it against him.
Well, I need to have a heart-to-heart with a few people.
Bro, you just need to go dig some holes and fill them. It's, for fuck's sake. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Karma, I'm going to be real with you. I may not walk out of the next church.
Oh, yeah?
I may bury people in that fucking church.
I get it.
I am to that point, and that's what I was saying. I'm willing to give up my fucking life for this shit just to try to make things better for the people within this club. Because they have been failed time and time and time again. And every day that people are absent, they continue to be failed. And it's really pissing me off.
talk to Chaz because after that experience with Harley last night, he wasn't in a good headspace. Might have said some shit that he might regret.
Well, and Chaz is dealing with his own shit too.
Yeah, I know. He told me.
So
Let's keep our channels open. Trouble and, you know, shit comes up. Let's make sure we talk it over.
I know you and Winter go a long way back. I know you and Winter are friends for a very, very long time.
Goddamn right.
I know you guys have been to fucking hell and back to hell again and back again.
Mm-hmm.
I will absolutely keep you posted on what's going on here.
I just want to say, like, the way I handed in my cut was very uncharacteristic of who I am. I have regrets for that. But it was also...
There are some people that feel you turned your back on the club when you did so.
Yeah, I know. I figured I can take it.
I think Audrey's was more so a slap in the face than yours.
Well,
She didn't even hand her cut to somebody. She just fucking left it and left a note.
Let me give you a perspective, just so you know why I did what I did. Kind of multi-pronged. For one, I wanted that to be seen, right? I wanted the impact of that to be situated amongst the eyes and ears of everyone who was there, and then everybody else who could hear about it afterward. I wanted them to understand the perspective as to why I did what I did, right? And the gravity of it. Secondly, and most importantly, is the primary reason that I gave it to him, the lying piece of shit, was to hold him accountable for lying and being a piece of shit. And for that to be a token of understanding that everybody could grasp with the situation at hand. The problem is that I could have stayed lost because I gave Winter my word that I would think about it. You were there. You heard. I could have come back.
That I was.
Had this club decided it wanted to do what it should have done, and that was to hold the individual who violated very blatantly very, very good, very big rules, right? But the club did nothing. They let him retire without any punitive action being rendered. And I did. I waited a while. I had reached out to, hold on. It's Karma.
Hey, just saw a bike ride past the Yellow Jack. If that was you.
No, it's not. It's not me. It's not me. I'm almost done here. You hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
I said I'm almost done here, but it wasn't me.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bye. But I wanted him to stand out from what I did. I wanted that action to reverberate, for lack of a better word, and it didn't. It did nothing. So I have no issue with people feeling this, that, or another regarding me. I don't care. My skin's thick enough to take it. And if people want to talk about it, then they can fucking say it to my face. It is what it is. I accept it. You know, I've moved past it. I've grown to respect the fact that I made a decision that I feel was appropriate for myself. And I could no longer, in good honor, represent the lost when it has no representation of its own. When it doesn't even hold these people accountable. And when people are allowed to do egregious things towards members without any kind of punitivity or any of that nature. It's an embarrassment, and I don't wish to represent myself in that. It's sad, but it is what it is.
Unfortunately, we have a fucking president that's spineless as fuck.
Oh, that dude's a piece of shit. Like, he'll talk shit and walk away, kind of piece of shit. Like, he has no spine.
Kind of like what he did to you at that meeting.
Yeah, that's why I called him out. You little bitch.
So, I mean, the beauty of me is I'll run my mouth right in your face and I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep. If it ain't worth saying to your...
There are times I've been wrong by doing that, but at least I'm willing to fucking admit it.
There ain't many of us around anymore, you know?
I feel responsible for waiting as long as I have. But there's something in me that keeps saying it's going to get better, it's going to get better, it's going to get better. And, you know, it keeps getting proven wrong.
Yeah, Europe thought that too in the late 30s. So.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I'm fucking done. And Karma, I told this to Harley last night. I'm at the end of a 10-round fight. I got one good round, maybe 1.5 good rounds of fight left in me. And one of two things is going to happen. Number one, I'm going to come out with my hands raised high. Or number two, you're going to be putting me in a 6-foot hole.
Well, let's hope for the first, huh?
Either way, it is going to leave a lasting impact on this club.
Why not just walk away? Let it rot in its own recourse.
Because I am too fucking loyal for that shit.
Let me ask you, why?
Why?
Yeah, why? Why do you give loyalty to a patch that doesn't respect it?
I don't give loyalty to the people above me. You know why I give loyalty? Every single person that I have brought into this club that I've said that loyalty, commitment, and respect come before anything else. I give loyalty to set an example for them. I give loyalty to those members that deserve it. And there are a lot of members that deserve it. There are a lot of members that are being led astray right now because of the sins of the people above me.
Oh, yeah.
Because of my own sins, let's be real.
Everyone has skin in the game, man.
I'm not perfect by any means, and I don't mean to sound like I am.
Trouble, I know your soul, dude. I know where your heart is. You don't have to justify it for me. I know exactly what you mean.
But it's not for the club. It's not for because here's the thing. It is the members that are this club. It's not the Lost. It's not the Eagle. It's not anything except for the people. And the people that I have helped raised in this club are the reason why I'm so fucking loyal.
I'm glad you could answer that. Because if I asked that to fucking Harley, I don't think she could. I know if I asked that to Chaz or to Scout, I could get an answer. A good answer.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if Scout could answer it.
Well, I'm starting to have my doubts on that boy too. Because, goddamn.
I mean, if he's lying to people, then he's no better than Hulk is.
No, not at all.
You know, and why
lying is lying, but when you are being devious, that's intentional.
Yeah.
That's a whole other type of violation.
You know, and is he lying to protect Winter? I don't know.
Well, if he's lying to protect Winter, like let's say that's a situation that's happening, right? Like, then why the pomp and circumstance? Why the letter? Why the games? Why are we on a fucking treasure hunt? You know what I mean? Like, it just seems so disingenuous and fake. It just makes me sick.
Well, and here's the thing. He said something last night that he gave his word to somebody higher up than anybody else here. And he won't go back on that word about telling what's going on. So I don't know exactly, but I will get to the fucking bottom of it.
Because if Winter's playing a game with everybody, then I'll put a bullet in him myself. And he knows I will. So I pray to God that that's not the outcome. Because I will not be toyed with. And I hope it doesn't come to that, man. But I also wish you luck and copious amounts of strength as you continue to right a fucking ship that's just been crushing on the rocks for a year now.
Man, I am trying to do everything in my power to try to fucking turn this thing back upright, but fuck is it hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a heavy burden.
I'm telling you, man, the higher your flare, the greater your care. Like, the weight of a club is heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Because let's be real. For the last at least 6 months, I've had to play road captain. I've had to play sergeant at arms. Hell, I've even had to play fucking president. You know, yes, I don't necessarily take those, I don't say that I'm in that position, but I've had to take the responsibility that they have on my own shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody else will.
Yep. Aware.
And I straight up told Scout last night, I don't give a fuck. President can tell me to do something. I mean, if he's not here, I'm just making a decision. Don't care. I'm not waiting for a decision to come down from the top anymore. I'm done. Done waiting for decisions.
Do what you gotta do. Be smart.
If it bites me in the ass, it bites me in the ass.
Well, I don't think Chaps or Jay or anybody are gonna be around to challenge you in any capacity, so somebody needs to step up.
I guarantee you if Scout started running his, you know, if it... I'm sorry, but Scout's a fucking bootlicker.
Oh yeah, 100%. Bitch
no
boy.
Offense, but he is a yes man.
100%.
And I guarantee if he started complaining to Chaps that, you know, I was making
And you know he
decisions
would.
on behalf of the club, Chaps would be here.
And Scout would absolutely do that behind your back.
Oh, I know he would. I know he would. Hell, he's already fucking telling people. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is trying to tell you that, you know, I'm saying we should go out and shoot y'all. Because what I said was, Karma, no offense, but if it comes down to you and Winter, I'm fucking shooting your ass.
Oh, I get it. I never asked Winter to do this. And when I got that, that hurt. You know what I mean? Because there was no conversation. There was no clarity behind anything. There was no, like, strategic, like, bit of information that was blessed for me to know whether or not I was in good order or whatever. So that all came to me as quite a fucking surprise. And you can ask anybody that was with me, like, that shit fucking affected me.
Right.
I account for my own shit. Always have, always will, and I don't appreciate somebody disrespecting in such a way to not give me that chance to prove it. But Winter goes on these diatribes, these little pity party festivals and text messages and conversation about how I left him behind, blah, 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 which he knew where the fuck I was. Everything was communicated. So I don't understand while he has this, like, I don't know if he needs his ego checked or just needs to understand, but, and him telling me he needs me now more than ever when he himself is not even around is comical at best. I waited almost 3 fucking months, man, to be able to have a
Well,
conversation with his ass.
You told me when you went over to the Reapers, like, you're done waiting for Winter.
Uh-huh.
I see him in the next little bit to let him know, like, hey, you're moving on.
Yep. I can't.
I haven't seen him since before
Yeah.
that conversation.
I can't pause my life forever because he can't be around. And if that's the expectation, then that's one I can't honor. I gave it time. I gave it quite a bit of time considering.
Yeah, I hear you.
And it made the decision even more easier by day. Every single time I was made aware that nothing has happened with Hulk. That told me everything I needed to know. That let me know exactly where I stood, and I made a decision based upon those equations being factored in. So fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, Hulk's own fucking issues.
Should have been dealt with a long time ago.
They should have been taken to a table and everything should have been handled. Absolutely. He wronged me, he wronged you, he wronged other people in the club, he wronged his own fucking wife.
Uh-huh.
Who's now his ex-wife, by the way.
Smart girl.
Right. But wronged his own fucking wife. And for what? A couple of cheap thrills and a fucking $20 backstreet hooker?
Well, I mean, he spends $15 million on them, so.
Well, you know.
Remember? For Hulk, it's always been about his own image. I don't know, man. Just keep your head up.
All I know is if things go down the way that I think they're going to go down, I'm probably going to end up being mayhemed.
And that is your investment. You're good with that.
If it helps the members of this club understand that they need to stand up no matter what, abso-fucking-lutely.
And what are they going to do?
Keep fighting.
How?
I mean,
and I say
they
that
won't have much to fight against if all the fucking people above them are dead, will they?
Well, I mean, here you are fighting, and I can't tell you how many conversations we've had about you stepping up and taking care of business and getting shit done for the betterment of the club and its people. Yet here we are months later, and there still hasn't been...
You know why I haven't pulled a fucking trigger yet?
Why?
Because I haven't seen our Sergeant-at-Arms and our VP or president now.
Yes, you have.
Except for the one time when everybody else was around, and there were other people around. And whenever I pulled the trigger on their fucking best friend, they ran off like a little fucking bitch, both of them.
Not surprising.
I was ready to do it that day.
Just do me this.
I was feeling a little extra, fucking trigger happy that day. If the proof isn't in the pudding. But we also had the Dukes there. We had that guy there. And some other fucking person there. Who's running their mouth to the Dukes.
Just do me a favor, man.
What's that?
Only advice I can give is don't sacrifice yourself. I guess just don't sacrifice yourself, man. Like at some point, you gotta put perspective into the mix with the thought processes. You know what I mean? And I know that you wanna get this shit changed. I know that you wanna have order and you want the club to operate as one. And I know that hangs heavy on you, but at what cost? Your own life? Because you know damn well that if you do what you think that you need to do and you're successful, that ain't nobody in that crew gonna fucking have that same respect for you. And then they're gonna be the ones that are gonna have to put you down. And then what was it all for? This ain't the military, man. That's not a hero's tribute. There's no glory that you're going to carry on with you wherever you go after this because you were that guy. It's just you're dead. You're gone. Your energies, your efforts, everything vanishes with you. And over time, someone else will wear that flare. Someone else will be that guy. And then your memory fades.
What's the best way?
There's no winning. That's the problem. There's no way to really successfully celebrate the change that you want to create. It's impossible because of the denseness that is applied with what you're trying to do.
I don't believe that. I think there is a way to
Your club,
facilitate the change that I want.
yeah, but your club is, I mean, you are the lost and you all are fucking lost. The lost have lost their way a long time ago. Well before you showed up at the fucking Stab City on your motorcycle to introduce yourselves as wanting to fucking see what we're about. We were gone then. And the only thing that's happened is it's just kind of dramatically spiraled out of fucking control to where bylaws, for the most part, from the people that are supposed to enforce them, are the ones that abuse them the most, without recompense, without trial. And it goes all the way to the top.
Oh, I know. I absolutely know.
And you have a wife. You have things outside of yourself that you have to think about when you make these decisions. I know it's club first, but for fuck's sake, man. Is that club worth putting her over her? Over others like me who love and appreciate the person that you are and what you bring to the fucking plate?
What's the right answer?
Walk away.
Let it continue on the fucking downhill path that it's been on?
Bro, it's gonna go on the downhill path regardless because y'all are already pissing us off with this shit.
Well.
And that's drama that's just not needed either. And that doesn't help fucking put anything behind the equal sign on any of this either. Because then again, conflict happens, you still ain't gonna have a sergeant. You're still gonna be led by a spineless piece of shit prez who would rather talk shit with his back to you than do it to your face. None of that changes at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Now, if that problem with those two fucking boneheads and Winter at the helm of the whole fucking thing, that shit went away and you could get people into positions if, and that I'm underlining that when I say it, if, then yes, change could be done. Change could be facilitated and progress can be made. But if Scout and if fucking Harley are doing secret shit behind your back and then lying to everybody else about it that care, I'm a Reaper. I don't have to be vested in dealing with lost shit. I'm beyond that. I moved past that. But when it comes to people that I give a fuck about and I do the same thing for you, I'll risk my life every single step of the day to make sure you're okay.
Well, that's kind of the reason why I came to you today, was to find out, like, if you were in my shoes, where I'm at, you know, what would you do?
I think I've told you. I think I've told you many times before today what I would do. I would make unmarked graves and start filling them. I would be taking out the problem. I'd be a garbage man. I'd be fucking running my truck around, taking out the trash, one by fucking one. Making my stops, picking them up, throwing them in the landfill, being done with it.
The only issue that I have with that is whenever there's one here, the other one's here too. And they're always together.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna have to do it in a big fucking fashion.
You're
And
gonna
about
have
the
to have
only
help.
fucking time I ever see them, about the only ever time that I ever see them, is at church.
Coup d'etat, baby. Coup d'etat.
And I'm thinking a nice, well-placed incendiary might fucking work for that.
No, you want to know what's better? What would be the most
that?
impactful? You get your little army together. You captain them the fuck up. And you all leave your guns strapped on you when you go into that hall. And you, when that conversation comes up or there's a keyword that's expressed, you just have everybody put their guns on them. You tell them to step down or be killed. It's that fucking simple. You force the fucking response to be had. It's a shitty thing to do, but if you want to fucking keep the lost upright good, then change must be spurred in whatever way is necessary.
That was, realistically, that was what I was going to do.
You can only do that with the people that trust your vision and have your back and won't scout it.
I know Scout is not one of them.
Nope.
Pyro's kind of right there because him and I had a little bit of a conversation.
I wouldn't with him.
Nah,
he's dodgy.
I just told Pyro, like, I'm gonna be calling out our sergeant and our president for being MIA. That's pretty much all the conversation that I had with him.
Okay. What did he say?
He goes, "Good, they need to be called out."
Yeah, I wouldn't use him.
That's one that I won't use, but he sounds like he's kind of like, I don't think I'm going to have to cover him whenever I do this.
Okay.
I'm going to have to cover Scout.
Yep.
I know I can trust Chaz.
Yep.
I know I can trust a couple of members that I can trust, but they're not going to be able to be part of that.
Just be careful. Whatever you decide. Gotta be a patriot, right? Gotta stand up to the dictator.
Well, but if it goes wrong, like I said, you could end up be having to put me in a fucking 6-foot hole.
You want to tell me a more noble reason to die? I don't think there is one.
Saving my wife.
Well, yeah, that's part of the equation as well.
I can think of.
Just be careful with these people, man. They have their own motives right now.
I know. And I know what the motives are. You've got one kissing ass to try to get moved up into leadership just because he wants the power.
Uh-huh. He thinks he's entitled to it.
Yeah, because he believes that, he's done so much. And he ain't done shit. Let's be real. I mean, he has, but just continuing on legacies that were built way before his fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
You've got one that has no desire to go anywhere. And then you have one that's fucking wishy-washy.
Indeed.
And then you got one that's just absent, too.
When Phoenix says she's been carrying the weight of the club on her back last night, and we were like, what? When? So gotta watch out for her because she thinks pretty highly of herself. So.
Oh, I know she does. She always has. Let's be real. She always thinks that she's a lot more important than what she fucking is.
Agreed.
And there's me who, I know I'm more important than what I think I am. but I'm also reckless.
Kind of
This
comes
is
with your
something
road
I don't
name,
wanna
so.
be- Yeah, but this is something I don't want to be reckless with.
No, you can't.
I have to be well thought out and well executed with this one.
Yup.
Part of the reason why I've been kind of waiting. But I think I also I was holding on to a hope that I knew wasn't ever going to happen, and it was just thrown right in my face.
You gave up on that shit a long time ago.
What's that?
Hope.
Hope?
Yep. Hope isn't something that just comes into fruition. You have to manifest it in your own way.
Oh, I know. But, well, as far as winter goes, if you hear anything, if you see anything,
You already know.
anything,
I'll let you know. Don't worry.
thank you. And I will do the same for you, sister.
Perfect.
You know I love you.
You know I got
I
you too.
always have.
Absolutely.
And like I said, if it comes down to it, I will shoot you.
Oh, I know. Right back at you. Mwah.
But I hope that it doesn't fucking come to that.
Yep, same. Be well, okay?
They need to keep their fucking business out of our fucking chapter.
Fucking amen. Be well,
and
brother.
our fucking people need to stop running their mouth to fucking reapers.
Right?
I'm gonna start fucking laying into them for that shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I would love to know who actually, who ran the fucking, ran the rumor mill that I
It's
wanted
not-
you to
it's-
shoot you and fucking Audrey.
I would love to tell you, but out of confidentiality for that person and respect and all that shit, don't even worry it up, okay? I think he
I'll
might have
start
just
fucking laying into everybody then.
I think they just fucking made it like they heard it in a specific way or whatever, and you know how people are. Perception, all that shit.
So, all right,
All right, get the fuck out of here.
I will.
Later, buddy.